Hey guys, greetings of the day, and I just hope that you guys are doing well and staying safe. So, my name is Ninad Bhatt from Serpent Consulting Services Private Limited, and welcome to my third video of our series wherein we are discussing the law firm management solution or a law ERP. So, if I first talk about what we so far have been doing with our solution in our previous videos, so we have taken a brief look inside the various features available, right from its basic navigation thing to the configuration options available for a solution. And also, we had a look at some relevant options available for us to take care of your law firm operations. So in our previous video, we had a look at the client's request, how to manage clients, how the lawyer works. I mean, how we can work with the lawyers in the solution, and we also had a brief look inside the matters. So, guys, we are already having one such matters created in the last video. The case was from Mr. Freddie Henrik, who had got attacked by a group and came to us to take some legal assistance from Check and Met legal consultants, which is nothing but our legal firm that we are working with. Let's assume that. So as you know that we already have created the matter and we entered all the information required in order to create a particular matter in order to make the particular case more stronger by giving more of the details pertaining to the case and the litigation process. So now I think it's time to go ahead and have a look at how the billing thing will work. So as you can see on the screen that Freddy actually prefers to get billed by a fixed cost model, wherein irrespective of the number of trials or irrespective of the number of and amount of efforts the particular person, let's say the law consultant puts in, he would be billed by some fixed amount which has been decided and entered already when we were configuring the lawyers or the employees, I would say. So as you can see that we are having some smart buttons over here. One is for the evidence that we already have entered one document or one image for that. All right. If you want to add some more records to this list, we simply can click on the evidence and we can create the new one. If we come across the new evidences or if you come across some of the new records or images which you feel that will make your case stronger. So first thing is about that evidence. Second would be trials. Third would be invoices. And these two are the buttons that currently we're going to have a look at. So let's go inside the case more and let's have a look how the billing thing will work. Now let's say if you're creating a trial, we will simply need to give a particular name to the trial date. Let's say it was 16. Court name, right, which is again wherein we are again getting the pre-configured data. We have configured codes from the configuration menu items. So let's say the court hearing and the court trials will be held in courts of Gujarat. So I'm selecting that option available. We already have a pre-filled and we can say that the automatically popped up information when it comes to the matter type and matter things. Since we already had the got entered in a particular matter and we directly jumped inside the matter trials. So this here we will not need to enter the matter manually. Notes, as you can see that it's not the mandatory field, but yeah, if you want to add some more notes over here, we have an option for that. Let's go and save the record. Once you save the record, the trial will be saved and we will have some more options. Let's say in the actions, the standard options are available to duplicate the trial and to delete the trial, since the trial we just have created has not yet been validated. And as like other forms in Odoo, we are also having various stages available pertaining to this trial. It's a draft, open and closed. So once we validate the trial, the stage will change and Now the trial is open, which means that we have validated the trial. The trial is going on, in other words, we can say. If you go back inside the matter, we can see that we have one trial which is going on. We have 0 rupees or zero invoices created. It will simply be showing the number of records that we create once we'll be generating the invoice from here. So we simply can go inside the trial. If you want to have some more trials, we simply can click on create and we can have more number of trials, because of course that's how the litigation process works, right? At the end of the last trial, generally there would be the master hearing from the courthouse, and that's how we will be able to close the case. That's how we'll be able to close the matter. So again, getting back to the matter, and I'm trying to create an invoice. Once I click on the invoice, I simply can see that there is one document created. Let's see what happens there. So as Mr. Freddy choose to go with the fixed cost model, and 50,000 I think is the cost for the lawyer who is fighting for Freddy. We'll be able to confirm the invoice from here. But if you are missing to fill in some of the mandatory fields, let's say the GST treatment, we simply can choose the right option, right applicable option from here. We can save it and we can confirm it. All right. So as you can see, that invoice got confirmed. It's time to register the payment. So we are practically assuming that Mr. Freddy has paid some amount to a law firm. It is showing zero here because it might be a case sometimes wherein we want to take or we want to accept the partial payment. The total payment is of 50,000 in INR. If you want to accept the full payment, by assuming that Freddy has paid that, we simply can create payment like this. And there'll be a band at the top right corner which says paid. So again, to follow the same path over here, we simply can get back to the invoices. We may have some more records when it comes to the invoicing thing in two scenarios. Scenario one is that once we close the case, and let's say after 2 or 3 months down the line, if the same case gets reopened due to any of the reasons, so in such cases we will not be requiring to add all of the details again, but yes, we will have the matters created. We will simply need to create new invoices for the new extra services what the law firm has offered to the same client for the same matter. Also, we can close the matter by going inside the matter, and we can simply click on done, which means that the matter has been closed. Sorry, the trial has been closed. And if you want to add some more trials, we can create it as I said, or we simply can close the particular trial and create the new one. In this case, when we get inside the trial, we may have some more options to enter, which are going to be the mandatory fields again, right? So if I click back on the same save button, I will not be able to save it because it is also asking us for the judge name, right? Once the trial gets completed, we will have that record on hand that, okay, who was the judge, and who was that person who actually got done with this particular trial for our case for Frederick. So let's say Mr. Mohit Verma was the judge. Trial results, if we want to mention some more information about the trial results, we simply can mention it over here. And let's say if the verdict is not at its 100%, if we feel that, we simply can mention the percentage of, or the percentage ratio of how we feel the case, how we feel the trial was. We simply can mention that over here. Let's say 50%, so 50%. If it was 100%, We simply can mention that and we simply can click on save button. So at the time when we are having a look at the list of trials, there would be some basic things visible on the screen itself. Let's say the trial ID, right? The trial name that we have given to it, what was the matter, trial date, and current state, which is closed now because we got done with that particular trial. So we may have multiple trials over here. We may have multiple invoices generated by assuming that, okay, the client has paid for that. I mean, by confirming that the client has already paid for that. Again, the sales team might be get involved in that particular process. So for now, I think as we see that Mr. Freddie Hendrick, I think we are done with this particular matter and we simply can go ahead and close the matter. So closing the matter practically is nothing but at least it ensures you that, okay, the particular litigation or the case which was going inside the courthouses, we got done with that. We can simply mention the result date over here. Result type, whether we won the case, we lost the case, or some kind of settlement has happened. We simply can mention that. So let's congratulate Freddie on winning the case. And we can mention some description over here pertaining to the case which we just has won. So we put in the description, we can click on close, and after then, when we will be looking at that particular matter inside the list view, it will simply be the state will be the won, state will be in won. So either it will be won, either it will be lost, or it is in progress, or it is settled. So these are the stages and these are the states of the particular matter that we have created in a system. Now, in such cases, if again we get back to that particular matter that we already closed, we will be having an option to reopen the matter. Let's say if some couple of months down the line, the same clients approaches us for the same matter, so we simply can reopen the case and we can process the particular matter and that particular case with all the available options that we have in a solution. So guys, that's pretty much about this video. I hope you have gained the basic understanding of how the various court and the law firm management operations works with this solution. Thank you very much for joining in for this video and look forward to connect with you very soon. Thank you very much.